Have you ever heard of a lighthouse that never needs to be turned on? Tucked away on the rugged coast of Maine stands a mysterious tower, its beam cutting through the fog day and night, without fail. For over a century, local sailors have whispered tales about the lighthouse that never sleeps, a beacon that seems to possess a life of its own. What powers this eternal flame? And what secrets are hidden within its stone walls? Today, we're diving deep into one of America's most chilling maritime mysteries. The story really took off when a young, ambitious filmmaker from the US, let's call him Alex, decided to make a documentary about this strange lighthouse. He'd heard the rumors that the light had never gone out, not even for a second since it was first lit. He packed his cameras and headed to the remote peninsula, determined to uncover the truth. The locals were friendly but tight-lipped. They spoke of the light with a mix of reverence and fear, warning him not to get too close, especially when the weather turned. Of course, this only fueled Alex's curiosity. He set up his equipment, ready to capture the lighthouse in all its glory, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal its secrets. One evening, as the sky turned a bruised purple, a monstrous storm rolled in from the Atlantic. This was the moment Alex had been waiting for. Surely, a storm of this magnitude would test the lighthouse's legendary power. The wind howled like a banshee, and waves crashed against the cliffs with terrifying force. Suddenly, the entire town was plunged into darkness. The power grid had failed. Alex, fumbling for his flashlight, aimed his camera back at the tower, expecting to see it dark for the first time in history. But to his astonishment, the beam was still there, sweeping across the churning sea, as bright and steady as ever. How was this possible? There was no electricity, no backup generator powerful enough to withstand such a storm. The light just stayed on. Shaken but more determined than ever, Alex decided he had to get inside the lighthouse. After the storm subsided, he managed to get permission from the local historical society. As he climbed the winding stone staircase, a strange energy filled the air. At the top, in the lantern room, he didn't find a modern bulb or a complex electrical system. Instead, he found a breathtaking otherworldly lens made of a crystal he had never seen before. Digging through the old keeper's logs, he found a faded entry from 1874. It described a shipwreck during a violent storm, a vessel carrying a mysterious cargo from a distant land. The keeper at the time had salvaged a single, massive crate. Inside was the crystal lens. The entry claimed that as soon as it was installed, the light began to glow on its own. The old logbooks revealed even more incredible details. The lighthouse didn't just provide light. It seemed to predict the weather. The keepers noted that the crystal lens would begin to emit a soft, humming sound, and its light would intensify hours before a storm, serving as an early warning system for sailors. It was as if the lighthouse was communicating with the sea itself, a sentient guardian watching over the coast. Alex realized he wasn't just investigating a piece of old technology. He was documenting a phenomenon that defied all scientific explanation. This wasn't a machine, it was something alive. As Alex was packing up his gear, a frantic call came over the radio. A local fishing boat, caught off guard by a sudden squall, had lost its navigation systems and was being tossed about in the violent waves, completely lost in the fog. Just as the captain sent out a final, desperate plea for help, a powerful, brilliant beam of light sliced through the thick mist, illuminating a safe path back to the harbor. It was the lighthouse. Its light had grown impossibly bright, far more powerful than anything Alex had witnessed before. It had saved them. The crew later said it wasn't just a light. It was like a guiding hand leading them home. The lighthouse that never sleeps had once again proven its legendary power, saving lives when all hope seemed lost. But the mystery doesn't end there. The final pages of the last keeper's log were torn out. All that remained was a small cryptic note left on the desk. It read, "The sea calls for a guardian. The light chose me. Do not search." The keeper had vanished without a trace decades ago, the same night the lighthouse began to glow with its unnatural intensity. Did he become one with the light? Or did he simply disappear into the sea he so loved? To this day, the lighthouse stands, its beam never faltering. It remains a beacon of hope and a chilling reminder of the deep, unsolved mysteries of the ocean. So, what do you think? Is this the work of an ancient unknown technology or something supernatural? The legend of the lighthouse that never sleeps continues to captivate and mystify all who hear it. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mysterious stories. See you next time.